Randy Stiefer here with yet another helpful video for my fellow video creators. Today we're going to talk about the right equipment to get the full benefit out of your X-T2. But before we get into the video, make sure you click that red subscribe button below and play ding dong with the bell next to it. That way you won't miss any of my future very helpful videos for video creators. First thing I'm going to recommend you do, if you didn't already buy the X-T2 body, make sure you order it with the 18-55 kit lens. It's going to be the lens that you're going to use quite often, and you get about a $300 to $400 discount if you buy the two together, which will cost you in a package $1,900. Separately, it'll be $1,600 for the body and $700 for the lens. The next thing I'm going to recommend you get is the X-T2 grip. This allows you to have 3 batteries powering the camera instead of just one, so it triples before you have to change batteries. But more importantly, the grip allows for a 30-minute maximum recording time in both 4K and 1080p. And the reason it does that is it cycles between the 3 batteries, thus not overheating any one battery. It also adds another important feature. It adds a headphone jack. The grip is $230, not including the 2 extra batteries minimum you'll need to buy to take full advantage of it. I suggest you buy 6. That'll do you for all day. You can have 3 in the camera, 3 on backup. That way if you actually blow through all 3 of those, you can change them out, put the other 3 in, and I guarantee you, under normal circumstances, you're not going to shoot enough video to go through all 6 batteries. Now let's get into the lenses I recommend. First of all, as I said before, I recommend the 18-55 f2.8-4 OIS lens, which you can get as a kit lens with the X-T2, and I highly recommend that you do if you haven't already bought the X-T2. This lens is $699 if you buy it separately, and it's the standard zoom lens with optical image stabilization in the Fujifilm lineup. They also have a 16-55 f2.8, which is a very sharp, very professional lens. But unfortunately they did not put image stabilization in that lens. Now if you plan on shooting what's known as locked off all the time, meaning it's going to be on a tripod or a slider, if you want to upgrade to that 16-55, go for it. It's about $1,100, but for most people the 18-55 is going to make more sense because you can run and gun with it and still get great video locked off like I am right now. I'm shooting that lens on my X-T20. Second lens I recommend you get is the same lens I recommend you get second with the X-T20, and that would be the 10-24 f4 OIS lens. This lens costs $999, and it is the ultra-wide zoom lens for Fujifilm cameras. There's no third-party zoom lenses in that range, and it's the only one that Fujifilm makes. Luckily they put image stabilization in it. It's got a nice constant f4 aperture, so that's nice. This is the lens that if you have it, it's probably going to live on your camera more often than not if you shoot a lot of video. The 18-55 can also be that kind of lens, but you're going to spend most of your time down at 18. Then the third lens I recommend, and this is where I deviate from what I recommended on the X-T20 video, is I would suggest that since you bought the X-T2, you're getting the grip, you bought the more serious camera, buy the more serious lens. Get the 50-140 f2.8 OIS lens. This lens is pricey at $1,600. But it gives you that constant f2.8 aperture, and it has optical image stabilization. If that lens is going to be a little heavy for you for some reason, or if that $1,600 price tag is a little much to swallow, there is an alternative. You can get the 55-200 that I recommend for the X-T20. It's a lot lighter. It's a f3.5 to f4.8 variable lens, but it does have image stabilization, and that one only costs $700. But honestly, if you want light, then I suggest you go watch my X-T20 video, which is right here. Suit your needs if you want a light run and gun camera better than the X-T2. Also, another thing I want to suggest, that if you don't know what F-log is, and you don't know what 8-bit 422 means, you should probably buy the X-T20 and save the money. Because the X-T2, that's where the X-T2 shines. When you want to shoot log, when you want to shoot 8-bit 422 out, that camera is the one that does it. The X-T20 shoots really good video in body without a lot of post-processing. If you just want to use the film simulators and not do a lot of processing, get the X-T2. You'll get the same results. Okay, now for memory cards. The X-T2, unlike its little brother the X-T20, which only has a UHS 1, has a UHS 2 card slot. So I recommend for the X-T2 that you get the SanDisk 64GB UHS 2 Extreme Pro SDXC memory card. These are pricey. They're $120 each. That's the price you pay for speed. These cards have a speed of 300 MBS. The UHS 1 cards I recommend for the X-T20 have a speed of 95. So these cards are 3 times as fast. And they're 3 times the price. Makes sense. And now for a mic. For the X-T20 I recommended the Fujifilm mic because it was simply plug and play. The port and the mic had used the same size, 2.5 millimeters. But now that you're with the X-T2, you have a 3.5 millimeter port. And I think the best shotgun mic out there right now is the Shure Lenshopper VP83. It's a $200 mic. It's got some adjustments on the back. And if you get that mic, I guarantee you'll be happy with it. So that concludes my equipment recommendations if you're going to shoot video with an X-T2. Now make sure you don't miss any of my future helpful videos for video creators by clicking that red subscribe button down below and playing ding dong with the bell next to it. Until next time, I'm Randy Stiefer saying, life is short, do what you love.